Hi, my name's Brenda Collins. I'm a 6th through 8th grade agriculture teacher here in Trinity, North Carolina. I teach at Wheatmore Middle School, and I have been here since 2010, teaching mainly 7th and 8th graders, but adding 6th grade this year. And I teach a variety of things from natural resources to agricultural foods to plant and animal science. And I wanted to introduce you to one of the favorite things that I've had going on this year, which is this Realityworks hydroponics unit. And I wanted to just share with you some of the things that I really liked about it, some of the things that I might have learned about it, and some of the ways that I make it work in my classroom. One of the things I wanted to speak to as to why I chose to use this hydroponics unit, I don't have a lot of room here, and we used to be a bigger school, and so we had a lot of mobile units behind my classroom here. Not any room for putting in a garden bed, not any room for building a greenhouse, not to mention the expense of that for a middle school program. So we've since removed the mobile units, and now we have raised beds outside. But this has just really helped because this grows year round, and I've had stuff growing in here since I got this in September. The lettuce grows extremely quickly, and in fact, I have it on low right now, and that lettuce is probably just a few weeks old. And I was put it on low trying to keep it from growing too fast. And obviously you can see it's more than ready for harvest at this point. I like using this with kids because they get a chance to see all stages of the aspect of growing things here in an alternative setting. And one of the things that we often talk about in our classroom is the fact that we have to feed 10 billion people in a few years, and how are we going to do that? And this is going to be one piece of that puzzle. I also allow them to do things like check the pH. We use just a simple pH meter like this, which they can just stick down in here or down into the water capacity, the water tank down here, and check the pH. So they're getting some hands-on activities in starting the seeds and putting them into the grow unit, and then also obviously eating them, which is really what they, I think, enjoy the best, is the eating part. If you're wondering how things will grow, I want to show you the root system to the tomatoes. I've actually had to prune it because they had gotten so thick and so large. And you can see that those got some nice strong roots, and the tomatoes are doing really, really well. I'm not sure if I would always do tomatoes again, but you know, it was an experiment, something I wanted to try. I like to try some different herbs. I've done cilantro, I've done different types of basils, and obviously different types of lettuce. The unit's really easy to use. It's got this handy little display. It tells me the temperature, it tells me the tank, it tells me the time, and it tells me the growth cycle that I have on. Any problem or issue that I've had, Realityworks has been really, really responsive to answering my questions, helping me with some brainstorming, replacing some things that were not working right. And the other middle school, my middle school split off into two from last year, also got a unit, and I was able to help that teacher get their unit up and running too with minimal cost. I have ordered fertilizer off of Amazon and seed off of Amazon, and obviously some seed that I have ordered through specialty places like the Baker heirloom seed, just to get some variety for these kids. A lot of my students, in fact, most of my students, do not have any gardening experience. They do not grow. They do not live on farms. We are more of a bedroom community of Greensboro, High Point area. And so this is a chance for some of them to physically grow something and consume something that they've grown throughout the school year. And they watch it attentively. It hasn't lost its interest at all.